Hello everyone. I've been playing around with bits and pieces, making cards, which you will have seen in my last video, which I put up yesterday. And now I'm coming on just to share with you what I have going to do with the bits and pieces that are left over. So from making those cards, I've got all of these little bits and pieces left, and some on these things, and I have made some ATCs with some of the scraps, but I've still got all of this left over. So I'm going to do something along these lines. So this is what I like to do with scraps of paper that I don't really want to throw away because they're so pretty. So I make them into some sort of design, and sometimes they're a bit more intricate than this. But today I thought I've already chosen my papers, and I'm just going to show you what I do. So I've tried to sort of put them down so that they fit on my piece of paper, basically. So I'm just going to pull this out, and I want to make sure that the longest piece goes from corner to corner of my base, which it does. So I'm going to stick this one down first, and hopefully the rest will fall into place. I've had such fun this weekend playing with my scraps, but they never seem to get any less, do they? Yesterday, if you watch my video, you'll know that I made 23 cards with scraps, and now I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ATCs as well, and now I'm going to make this background piece as well. So basically all I'm doing is I'm putting them at a diagonal on the piece of paper that I'm using as a base. Now my glue is packed up. Let's see if I can get more into shot as well. Right, okay, there we go. Sometimes I do this with a double-sided sellotape because it works very well on it. But today I thought I'll use my glue, and now I've muddled up my pieces. It wasn't very clever. Okay, so I want to put this on. So I'm basically just putting strips of paper on this piece of paper. The paper was a scrap bit from one of the cards I made, and I'm just butting them up together, making sure that they cover the edge. And what I'm doing is I'm using the thinner strips in between. So these are, cut-offs, and I'm just using those in between just to sort of give a bit of variety. And I just want this to fit there, this middle bit. And I'm going to put this on here. Yeah, just want that there. And we'll turn this round. I'm trying to put a strip in between each pattern paper. Whether it will work or not at the end, I don't know. But what I like, I just find this a really fun way of using up scraps. And this will fit here. Sometimes I am a bit ruthless and throw my scraps away, but sometimes I'm not. So this is going to be the last piece. So I need something else in here, don't I? Let's see. I've got another piece of this. I could put that. Still not. Okay, got a piece of this. Maybe I'll put this. There's this tiny weeny little bit left, but that's okay because we can, when we cut off one of the strips we can, so then turn it over. I've used a very, very flimsy piece of paper as the base, I have to say. Usually I would use a piece of card. So now I'm just going along the edge of the paper and cutting all these bits off. Okay. And I'm hoping there'll be a piece that I can fit in the last corner from these offcuts. I mean, there will be, but let's see what the colour will be that I put in. So it looks a bit of a mess when you do it, but what I love is when you cut all the bits off and you turn it over and then you see the full effect. So today I've been using up some stickers. I don't often use stickers, and bits and bobs. So look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So where's my corner that here? Let's see what we can put here. Just put a bit of gold maybe. And this little, this just put that there, and I'll just wait for it to dry before I cut it. So I'm really happy with that. And then, you know, so I'll just put that on a card base, and like so. And then I'll just put an image and some words. And how cool will that be? Just going to give this a bit more glue. So I really, oops, it's come off. It's come off. Just cut that now. Just going to cut that. So anyway, so that's my make for this week's challenge from Pink Bubble Cards, which was scraps, S for scraps. And you know, go over onto Hilary's channel. Every Wednesday she pulls out a prompt and we just make something with that prompt. And she's going through the letters of the alphabet, not in alphabetical order, but she pulls out a random letter, and then she looks at her crib sheet where she's got down what she wants us to do with each letter, and we're gradually working our way through. So I think we're on probably week 11 already. That piece didn't get used, and this is where I find it hard, but anyway, I'm going to be ruthless and I'm going to put this in the bin. So, so there we are, it's gone in the bin. And so yeah, so I quite like this, so I think I'm going to stick it on here, and then it'll be ready for when I have an image that I can put on it. I just have to wait until I find an appropriate image, but it will be ready. So there we are. So as I said, take care everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.